You're going to experience a dream. What if GTA 6 releases? You're going to experience a wild dream with a twist. Allah. Okay, so hop in your beds and let's get right into it. So, today is the day that GT6 is finally out in stores and everyone can have their hands on this massive new masterpiece. New world, new guns, new cars, new dealers, new quests, you name it. Oh my god, you are super excited to buy and play this game. And so you go ahead, you can grab a copy, you pay a couple dollars, tens of dollars. You don't care about the price, you care about the new wonderful experience. So you go ahead and go to your console and PC and boot GT6 for the first time. And so you take a moment and let the device run. You're so excited. You are so excited to see the brand new fluorescent GTA 6 in Roman numerals to open up. But as you wait, you notice something that is wide, super wide. That screen that was once your TV. Something happened to that screen. As your eyes open, you do not see the screen anymore. You don't even see the walls of your room. You see an entire new world. And you are someone who is outside in some sort of new place. And as you look around you, you don't see no TV. You see yourself, but as a new, different character. And at your hand, you hold some sort of gun. Yes, a gun. Like a rifle. And to your left is a car. Although it is not a super fancy car, it is a car that apparently you have parked and you're standing there. And something clicks. You realize that you are the character of this game that is supposedly GTA 6. You look what's around you. The sky is pink. The trees are like conifer trees, and you see like a little bit of city buildings down the hill. So, and this means you're probably inside this game. And so, the next thing that you've noticed is that you don't realize why you're feeling this, but you are here and your mind is thinking you are doing a quest or mission. And you're told in your head, your mind tells you that there is some hidden treasure deep inside this farm. They call it farm. assume that this is your mission, and you are excited to move your character by moving your body like you're walking. And there's the thing. There is no health bar. There is no stamina bar and no money counter on top and a picture of your weapon, and you do not have a mini map in the bottom left corner. You're just yourself. And so you decide to explore the area that you happen to end up in. So you see one big warehouse, another one to the side, and you see a few animals, cows, that are strolling around. So this area is more in the countryside, and that means you assume that you are in the countryside of this new map of the so-called GTA 6. And as you explore the warehouses, you think of the goal of finding the deep, hidden treasure that's deep underground. So maybe there is something secret inside one of the warehouses. So you go into one of the warehouses expecting some crooks and bad people, because in this game, GTA 6, you are expected to steal cars or do some missions and fight against really bad people or other people. So you are exploring this one warehouse and you try to find anything that gives you some clues to where the treasure is. Like anything. And you even try to find some enemies that may be hiding and try to ambush you, but no. They're just warehouses and some old haze and some farmhouses. And there are some tools inside that don't even make sense. Are you going to use all of these tools to find your way to the treasure? No. This is kind of like a puzzle. And that is when you start to question, are you really playing GTA 6, or is this an entirely different game? Because you thought you would steal cars and go ham in cities. But no. You happen to be stuck finding treasure. So, you decide to now go to the second building that looks like another warehouse / farmhouse. You go inside and you see lots and lots of hay and lots of tables with tools. And then you happen to end up in this pit. It has a lot of sand. And you notice something, a mechanic, some sort of device that acts like a trapdoor. And it happens to be some sort of elevator or some sort. And this little elevator has a hook or a pulley, and you press buttons on a panel to move the platform down. And so you end up standing on the platform and try to press one of the buttons, and then something goes. That platform moves downwards along with you. And oh boy, you thought you have made progress on finding the treasure. And so the platform goes down and down and down and down. just imagine these noises as the platform of this elevator going down. And then it stops. And right now you do not see anything. You just see walls around you. They're made of rubble and rock. And it's not like a whole box. You are just standing on this platform. And maybe this is some sort of trap. You decide to try and go back up. Maybe this thing is going nowhere. So you try to press a button again. But it is still going down. This whole platform continues to go down and down and down and down and down. It goes down and down and down and down and down and down. At this point, you have officially reached chapter 2 of this video. You are getting closer to falling asleep as you are experiencing this dream. So, now you are just questioning, is this really a trap? Are you going somewhere with this elevator? And the whole thing just keeps going down and down. And you press more buttons. And as this goes more down, something strange is happening to the platform. That platform that you are now turns to complete sand and rock and gravel. And the sand just keeps on sinking and sinking, as if the floor is getting lower and lower and lower. The funny thing is that this whole floor is moving, and more rocks are flowing, and the funniest thing is you do not sink. Well, it's not funny. It's like the strangest part. You cannot sink. You're just stuck as if this is solid ground, but no. This whole thing is moving. It goes down and down and down. And no matter the buttons you press, it keeps going down and down. Eventually the lighting turns nearly black. Hold on, I thought it was something that was on the floor, but it is nearly pitch black. Like before you could see the light from up the shaft, but now it feels like you are 100 meters underground. And now you're kind of feeling a little bit nervous, but excited at the same time, because you think, okay, the treasure, you're almost there. You are almost at the treasure. And then, eventually, after what seems like an eternity, the whole rubble platform just stops. And now, you are stuck in this whole bit. You try to look around you, and almost all of the sides are walls, except for one behind you. Behind you lies a cave. You notice a big opening to a cave that glitters with light, blue lights. And some sort of crystals are coming out of the cave, the walls of the cave. And oh boy, you are so excited to spot the treasure and collect so excited to complete this so-called mission in this whatever game that is. You assume that is GTA 6, but you look around you, there's no sort of real treasure. Maybe if I can just walk a little bit forward, maybe something will happen. I need to walk a couple steps into the whole big cave, and indeed something happens. In the distance, a piece of rock moves. Maybe that's it. And you come closer and closer, but suddenly the whole rock moves. Not just one piece of boulder, not one piece of stone, but this whole wall moves. It's as if maybe there's a cave in. That's what you start to assume. Okay, maybe that is a cave in, but no, something's off about this whole rock. You see arms that come out of this straw, of this boulder, and then another part of the rock comes above that main boulder, and it resembles some sort of face of an ogre. And you realize it is a golem, a big golem. Is that the treasure? No. You realize that it is a boss that you'll have to fight. And apparently that thing, once you destroy it, then the treasure will be yours. And so you decide to try and fight it. You have a gun on one of your arms. You try to use it and arm load it and try to fire your gun. But after 2 seconds, something just goes black. Like as if the golem just attacks you and poof, game over. So you only got a chance to see this whole golem like a boss. That boss for a good 5 seconds. Pull out your gun and poof. Just, you don't know what else happens. And now it seems like you have been restarted. Like your whole character has respawned in the same location outside with the 2 warehouse buildings / farmhouse buildings in this countryside place. And apparently this time you're not alone. Okay, so you're now inside chapter 3 of this experience. So at this part, you may be falling asleep. So here at this area, you're back at the starting position, that place you have spawned. Same gun, same car on the left, same 2 buildings in front of you. And this time you're not alone. Now someone has joined you. It is this man, tall man. And he tells you, okay, there is some sort of boss battle that's deep underground. And you tell him that, is this GTA 6? You ask him, is this GTA 6? And he don't say nothing. He doesn't even mention that this is GTA 6 or even a rip-off game. He just tells you, something like, okay, you ready to defeat this boss, the golem that's underground. says, okay, yeah, sure. And so you and the guy that wanted to join you just joins you and goes with you towards the warehouse that contains the strange elevator. And then the guy tells you tips on how to defeat the boss. He tells you that if you see those crystals, those shiny crystals that protrude from the walls of the cavern/cave, and you tell them yes, he then says you have to use those glowing crystals and use them as weapons and pierce through his 2 eyes, the golem's 2 eyes, its 2 eyes. And once the golem's eyes are struck with those crystals, he would be at a very weak position, and you will have to use the gun and shoot at the back of the golem's neck, and the golem would be defeated. And so you tell him, okay, thank you for your advice, let's go. And then you decide to go to the warehouse and find a strange looking elevator. And so eventually you find the device again, the pulley mechanism. You turn on the light shines, you see the big trapdoor/platform with a pulley attached and the button panel, and he tells you, okay, go on the platform, you're ready. At this moment, you start to question yourself. Am I gonna do this again? Am I going to get killed by the golem again? And now, at this point, you start to doubt yourself. And then the partner, the guy that you're with, he notices that and tells you, are you okay? You don't look good. You then says, I'm not too sure. The golem is super big. And he tells you, nah, come on. Let's go. We're gonna defeat this thing and get the treasure. Oh my gosh. And then you tell him, okay, maybe. And you hesitantly hop on the platform and he presses the buttons. And as he presses the buttons, the whole thing goes down slowly. And now, for some reason, your heart starts to pound. Your heart starts to pound, and then something else just doesn't feel right. And now you start to ask yourself the big question. Is this really GTA 6? Is this what I've signed up? Is this the game that I end up playing after buying and waiting for this moment? Because clearly this is not really GTA 6. I am not stealing cars. I am not robbing houses. I am not doing quests where I use guns and defeat those people. No. Something's off, and you kind of want to back out, but no. This trapdoor, this elevator goes down only in one direction. You realize that this whole place, this whole shaft only goes lower and lower and lower and lower. It never rises. You try to go back up, but it is too high. You're too deep at this moment. eyes open and wake up. Now your dream is over and realize that this is only a dream. There is really no GTA 6 in reality. And now you're standing, your eyes are facing the ceiling, wondering what the hell just happened. And so that will conclude chapter 3 and this dream experience. And so, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have gotten your tingles. If this gives you the tingles, I hope you like this video. And please do by gently tapping the like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. So my goal for this channel is to make people sleep, ease off your sleep debt, and pay off the rest of all of your sleep debt, your sleep credit card, and set it to 0 so you can sleep with ease. Be sure to subscribe and not miss any of my future